You know, what do you think really had you at that place in your life at that point in time?
It's environmental circumstances. That's it. You know, we in the streets. When you grow up a certain way, you adopt a I don't give a fuck mentality. You know, especially if you really bred like that. You know, if you kind of got a courageous heart, you know, you like I don't give a fuck, and you got to get this shit by all means, and you don't give a fuck what the consequences are. And so that's the attitude of a lot of youngsters today. But what they don't understand is that the I don't give a fuck attitude, like, really place them in a situation that make them, you know, either man up, either stand up or motherfucking stand down. Meaning, you know, it'll make or break a nigga. So, you know, that's a real destructive mentality to have. I don't give a fuck mentality of the young American youth. Cause, you know, I actually did motherfucking down to 18 years straight in the pen. You know, that ain't no shit your mama can come save you out of, no shit your grandmama can goddamn put up her house and get you out of, pray your ass up out of that. Yeah. You can pray all you want to, motherfucking Jesus ain't coming to open that gate for you. When white folk get your ass, it's a wrap. So you out here on these motherfucking streets, and you can't claim to be a gangster, and you shooting shit and acting real stupid. You know, you have to bear the consequences of your actions. It's about accountability. So if you really ain't cut from that cloth, like I tell young niggas today, man, I tell young brothers, man, you know, it ain't all about being gangster, it ain't about being hard, it's about being smart, it's about being responsible. And cause you can find yourself in a situation where there will be no help for you. All you can do is cry and pray. And you find yourself, you know, and you'll be cursing out God when your prayers ain't answered in the way that you want them to be answered, when you want them to be answered. So that's really important. So while I was in the pen, you know, I started writing books, and I just had to do something with my life, something with myself. And, you know, that's how I fucking, you know, wrote these books right here, you know what I'm saying? First verse, Life Before Rap. You know, this how I came up with these motherfucking ideas. Like, I'm just stuck in prison doing all this time. I done wasted my motherfucking life. So now I gotta do something in this motherfucker, you know, to make me feel validated, to make me feel like I ain't just wasted my life, my whole motherfucking life, you know, in these streets without coming up with nothing, with nothing under my belt. So the Life Before Rap, the first verse book, you know what I'm saying? These are a part of my most proud accomplishments, you know, from behind the wall, because the Life Before Rap book has sold astronomically, and you know, it put me in a real good position, not just financially, but it also opened a lot of doors up for me. And I'm still, you know, in the process of shooting a whole Netflix series for this book right here. And you know, it just, you know, I just had to use my time wisely while I was in the pen.
How did you feel, you know, when you first got your sentence? Like when they first told you, you know, you got 17.
Shit, man, you know, it ain't nah, they told me I had 35. Oh, 35. I ended up serving, I got 15 modified, and I ended up serving, you know, 17 and 8 months out of 20. You know what I'm saying? With good time.
Okay.
Shit, I feel like at first it ain't dawned on me like that. When you catch numbers like that, you be like, what the fuck? It don't seem real. But then when you go back to that cell and you realize this motherfucking door ain't gonna open until 35 motherfucking years, then everything go to crashing down on you. Everything, you know, begin to sink in, and you know, that shit just make you just want to commit motherfucking suicide. That shit had me want to motherfucking commit suicide. Like, I was like, fuck it. I wanted to kill myself, but I was afraid to kill myself. So I'm living in such a miserable state that I want to die, but I'm too motherfucking afraid to kill myself. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm just living in in the middle of goddamn misery. So, you know, after a while, you kind of adapt and adjust to, you know, your new lifestyle, and you have to accept that, and, you know, just make the best out of whatever situation you find yourself in.
What's some of them things that you had to accept and adapt to in prison that you weren't accustomed to, you know, especially being young?
I'm gonna keep it real, man. Just seeing, like, being from where I'm from, who I am, like, just being around so many motherfucking homosexuals, man. Like, so much fuck shit going on. Like, you may be sleeping right here in the bunk, and you know, you roll over at 1:30 in the morning, and you see a nigga over here booted over, getting fucked in the ass, or, you know what I'm saying, you go in the bathroom, you know, you see a nigga getting his dick sucking. Only thing you can do is just, you know what I'm saying, just keep it moving, you know what I'm saying, and just ask these niggas like, you know, respectfully, y'all niggas put up a sheet or, you know what I'm saying, y'all niggas do some shit. Nigga don't want to see no nigga getting fucked, not no real nigga, you know what I'm saying? So this a lot. And then another thing that I had that fucked me up that I never adjust to my whole bid, cause you can accept the conditions, homosexuality, you can accept that being in your environment.
Yeah.
As long as that shit don't pertain to me, I don't give a fuck. Nigga don't come to me on no sideways fuck shit, and I'm good.
Yeah.
So you can accept that. You know what I'm saying? That's something you understand that. Damn, this is a part of this culture. This is a part of the prison culture, prison environment. But the shit that I could never understand, or shit I never adjust to, man, is how them puss ass fucking COs, man.
Yeah.
Be talking to a nigga any kind of way, man.
Yeah.
Telling you what to do and how to do it, man. That shit just fuck with me so bad. Even when I think about it now,
Yeah.
I be like, man, puss ass cracker.
Yeah.
Shit, go sit down. You know, talking to a nigga, a grown ass nigga. I'm a motherfucking street legend, and you talking to me like I'm a kid.
Yeah.
So I stabbed up a pussy ass police in there, you know, for the same disrespect shit. I fucked around and caught other charges in prison. Been on motherfucking maximum lockdown 7 years straight in a single cell 24 hours. So I've been through a lot of shit in prison because of a lot of it. I ain't even really had no problem with a nigga. Yeah, I killed about 2 niggas in prison, but I ain't really have problems with dudes.
Yeah.
I had motherfucking problems with the pussy ass polices, you know, putting on the way they put on. So that was a real major problem with me, man.
Yeah. What in prison, like what, like, especially like out here, you know, with everything being systematic and like you saying, being a product of your environment, and you know, some you might got some you who, you know, by the time they in there, they finally realize the trap, like you said, the trap. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, for some of the youth that, you know, they might glorify it now, but you know, some people have to experience it. Just they have to go through it just to believe. You see what I'm saying? Like what's some of the like do's and don'ts for you? You know what I'm saying? For the people who might have to, you know, experience that
in prison.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, man, I'm a Muslim, so all praise is due to Allah, because that what kept me really grounded in prison. It kept me, you know, on my deen, kept me studying. It kept me, you know, striving for productivity, to be positive. You know, it kept me. I would tell people, you know, that first of all, don't go to prison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't make a fucked up decision where, you know, you'll give another man the authority over your life. So whatever decision that is you're making, second guess it. I mean, you know, reconsider making that decision, because, you know, you can easily make a decision that can end your life before you even fucking begin your life. Yeah. Especially to the young niggas out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I'm gonna say, man. Make decisions that don't, you know, put you in jeopardy of being incarcerated for the rest of your motherfucking life. You feel me?
So, you know, how long was it, you know, for you before you turned around and, you know, started, you know, really reading and writing and, you know, being productive as far as like in prison?
See, when I went to prison, like I say, I think I stabbed the police up.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do some shit like that, that's the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Other than killing one they had.
Yeah.
And so they put me on maximum lockdown at Florida State Penitentiary.
Mm-hmm.
They put me in a motherfucking single cell, 8x10 cell, 24-hour lockdown, nigga, 7 years straight.
Right.
So in the process of that shit, you know, I ain't see no daylight. Only thing I could do was call my uncle. I mean, you know, write a letter to my uncle and tell him, Uncle Hollis, man, send me books. So he just sent me gangs and gangs of books. I had stockpiles of books in my cell. All I did was read, work out. You know, I got me a little routine, work out, read. You know, write letters and think, pace my cell and rap to myself, so on and so forth. And that's when I made a big transformation in that cell. You know what I'm saying? Not seeing no daylight, 7 years straight. You know, that shit was like extremely difficult. A lot of motherfuckers can't even, you know, just by this corona shit going on, being quarantined in the house, you know, with a television, with cable, with your cell phone, all the free tools that you have out here.
Yeah.
You know, in the prison cell, you don't got none of that shit. All you got is a book, if they allow you to have a book on maximum lockdown, a Bible, a Quran, and a pen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't no motherfucking radio, there ain't no cell phone, ain't no phones. You can't. So, you know, people then that went crazy. People was going crazy out here quarantining. and that ain't even locked up to me. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine if a motherfucker just restricted to a 10 by 8 by 10 cell with nothing else in that bitch but a pen, a paper, and a book. What you gonna do? You gonna start reading that motherfucker. You gonna start writing with that motherfucking pen. You know what I'm saying? You gonna put some words on that paper eventually. So that's a part of my transformation as far as, you know, becoming academically studious and you know, in my progression of becoming the man I am today.
Yeah.